Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. Greg and James beat 'em up. That's right. It is the Twitch show on 58 Dream Street where this guy, James, this guy,
Greg,
play beat 'em ups. You get the idea. Why did I even bother explaining it? So here we are after a rough stutter start where first OBS just crashed in response to nothing. Well, I mean, in response to me hitting play on the song in a different app, but why? I don't know. And then would not reopen, so I had to reboot the computer and everything. But here we are. Seems like everything's in order. Mm-hmm. And so this week, we got two things on the agenda. Possibly maybe one, but probably not just one. Because there is one early era, or original era, or whatever you want to call it, Battletoads game that we haven't played yet.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess there's two technically. We got to look up the date on the arcade one.
Yeah.
But we'll put a pin in that for now. But we haven't checked out the Super Nintendo Battletoads Double Dragon. So we're going to fire that up, but my suspicion is that it'll just be a shinier version of the game that we know and love, that we'll play it a tiny little bit, and then we'll move on to one of the few remaining series of beat-em-ups that we haven't checked out yet, moving towards SEGA, because we're going to do the Golden Axe trilogy, and then after that, the Streets of Rage trilogy. Mm-hmm. And then it's time to flit about and play all the odds and ends.
Yeah, the weird one-offs.
Someday, many months from now, we'll do some kind of big retrospective where I'll compile a big list and we'll converge on a ranking of what are like the 10 best beat 'em ups. Yeah. And it'll be way more informed than a lot of the top 10 lists and other things you see. I will reveal right now, Greg.
Them all.
You want to hear something that I learned, Greg?
What did you learn, James?
I learned when I went to the Wikipedia page for Battletoads and Battlemaniacs. Yeah. A wretched game that made me very angry. That game is on a lot of best Super Nintendo games lists.
Why?
Receiving praise, like saying it has amazing graphics, not just like these are okay graphics, but like wow, some of the best visuals on the Super Nintendo, incredible gameplay. It's not as hard as Battletoads, which is, I guess,
like that's true.
Loosely true.
That is true. It's
but
not
like
in that it's not impossible.
But is it that much not harder when it's all the exact same shit, just maybe slightly better executed? I don't know. The whole thing just rankled me to see that on multiple lists. I thought, you gentlemen are just listing a name of a game you know to be popular.
Alright, here we go.
Hold on. So, if anybody is out there in the zone, in the chat, let us know if we have the audio mixes, because colored bar wise, it looks okay to me.
Alright.
But I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if you're there, if you care. So here we are.
Yeah, right off the bat, this is nicer. Just the title screen is nicer.
Then the NES one?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
The NES one was just still.
Yeah, makes sense.
And this one has look at this. This is them taxing the graphics. I'm the crazy one and I'm super cool. My smash hits will leave them cold. And yeah, we get.
This is one of the better.
Smartest thing on web feet. I can think as well as fight.
Oh, so Zitz is the smart one.
Zitz is the smart
He's the Donatello.
He does machines. Pimple, I may not be smart, but when brain power fails, brute force prevails.
Well, you're smart enough to pull out that rhyme and use the word prevails.
Yeah.
How are Billy and Jimmy going to differentiate themselves? I wear blue.
Let's see. Here's Billy. I'm ready to rumble. No one can match my twisting typhoon kick.
That is awful Billy portrait.
Hold on. Oh wow, the foreshortening on that left arm, on that right arm there.
Ooh, some perspective issues.
I'm the go against what I'm the man you're looking for. Okay.
So they have nothing to say.
No.
They didn't give a lot of thought to what the personalities of the Double Dragons might be.
Here's a Bobo. Bobo good at fight, you little jerks not stand a chance against me. Should've dropped that arm.
Absolutely horrifically shredded.
Yeah. Blog. I'll be chomping and stomping if you dare step inside the What?
The Colossus.
The Colossus is not something you step inside.
Yeah, he's inside. I think he's in a ship called the Colossus.
Oh, okay. Roper's the name. Shoot the game. Come near me and I'll blast you to bits.
Roper, sir. The whole gimmick of a gun is that the person doesn't need to come near you.
Jesus, Robo-Manus. Grits, you fleshy fools will beg for mercy when I'm through with you. I didn't know he looked like that. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the shadow boss. Come and get me if you dare, dragons. I'll destroy you and those toads. And then Dark Queen. I'll soon rule your precious Earth, battle jerks.
Alright. I mean, I'm cautiously intrigued.
Oh no! It's a big blip coming towards Earth! Oh, I better warn the toads! Okay.
We're gonna get the same plot, but I think this is worth seeing out just to see how it's different.
Yeah, see how they cut the cut screens. Well, this is the exact same. Toads, this is an emergency. This is the same in every game. The Queen's rat ship is on the way to Earth. You must stop them now! It's our only hope!
It would be an amazing reveal in Battletoads 5 or whatever someday, if they keep the revamps going. If Professor Birdface, whatever his name is, stepped out for...
Got you, bro! We'll need help! Get in touch with the dragons!
We'll pick them up. Okay, so...
Really, Jimmy?
This is actually different.
Warriors Earth has to offer.
I don't remember them having...
Can you help us?
Having Birdface. We really ought to have learned that character's name by now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Sure, Prof. We're ready to kick some evil butt. Tell the toads to pick us up at City Hall.
Yeah, I hate this Billy. The haircut is all wrong. I don't understand why they were like, he should be Necklace, and also obviously not the twin of Jimmy, his twin brother.
This was in the original, but only very briefly, because I remember you forgot that they had a helicopter.
Yeah. I mean, brief here, but hey, looks good. I do suspect we are going to play a little bit of this and say, alright. But I'm still intrigued.
Alright, let's go.
Press start. 2-player A. Okay.
2-player A, I believe.
Come in, select your characters. Once again, you gotta go. You can only scroll left and right.
I'm not scrolling at all.
Oh, you've chosen Pimple.
Oh, I've chosen?
Maybe you haven't. Maybe your controller's not working?
I'm not in. Man.
Let's take a look here. Input configuration. Joypad 2. Press up. No, that worked.
Oh yeah.
All your buttons are there. Okay. So I think you must have locked in your choice.
Chosen Pimple somehow.
Okay, well, I'll pick
That's fine.
I'm certainly not going to be Billy, so I'll pick Jimmy.
Okay. Although we're not like intruders, I'm gonna beat you up. Alright.
A little bit more animation, and like, it's a nicer, it's a more colors, but okay.
Wow. The graphics are vastly superior, I would say.
The graphics are excellent. And this looks, for one thing, and I think this will probably turn out to be true for Billy too, much better look in the sprite than in the big fancy portrait, like from a design point of view. But also, pleased to report, this is not the Battle Maniacs engine with the levels from this game. This is much more just the Super Nintendo version of the previous game. Wait, hold on. I remember this trick. Oops. So, I do think it's fair to say that it is utterly clear that the best game in the Battletoads series is Battletoads.
Yep.
Like, unless there's something remarkable about the later reboot or revival, which nothing I've read about it suggests to be the case.
No, if anything, I hear mostly negative things about it.
Yeah. So it's odd to like, yeah, don't put Battletoads and Battle Maniacs on your best of list. Just put this game on your best of list. But I mean, the problem there, of course, is that you're making the best of list because you need content. You can't actually go play a bunch of games to actually figure out what should be on the list. So you just list things that you know are, well, this is a sequel to a famous game. What do they say about it? It's not as hard as the original? Well, it must be amazing.
Yeah. These guys do keep getting me. I don't remember being sorry.
You got me good.
I don't remember it being quite as tough as this to land hits on these guys. Maybe I'm just getting in the groove.
Too tough. I think it's a matter of finding your groove. Yeah. I'm interested to see what the circle chain enemies here are going to look like.
I am enjoying that they've done an entire pretty much.
Hey, how about that? Almost no different, just with more shading.
Anything, the hand is the same size as in the original. We're just.
Oh yeah, I think literally, it's quite possible that the only difference there is some shading for the colors. Oh.
Ah, dang. I interrupted it. There we go.
I will destroy this thing and my kneecap.
Yeah.
With this incredible combo.
Another one too.
Of the same one knee strike again and again. Yeah, so
yeah.
I think we might as well at least get into level 2 a little, have a little fun.
Level.
But
isn't that another one here?
This is like
this
so
is
far.
This
is
yeah. There's another one.
The same. This is the same level. They did not remix the level. It's not taking inspiration from the NES version and doing anything different. It's the same. And that's not really a problem.
No, because the original was
a fun level.
A fun game.
I'm interested to see what
nice.
This version of a Bobo looks like. I think they should have delayed the... He looks almost exactly the same. Go figure. Obviously, these games were developed in tandem.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dang. That's a killer uppercut.
Oh, yeah. A Bobo's a better fighter.
Yeah.
Which I think makes sense.
Yeah.
And while, like, he looks like a big, tough guy, I don't like their interpretation of a Bobo, where he looks more like a person and less like a horrible freak.
Ooh, I found a good... Okay.
Ha! That was fun.
Oh, nice!
Hey, Nerd Nexus Games and Company, welcome.
Welcome. Even I could beat a Bobo. Well done. But look, wait, what? Look over the big bad blog.
Dev!
Hey!
Hello!
We are playing the Super Nintendo version of the best Battletoads game.
Yeah, and so far it turns out to very literally be the Super Nintendo version. Like they developed these games at the same time, and this is the version of the game where there are more colors than the sprites. It feels almost exactly the same. The levels are the same. The storyline is slightly more detailed.
Yeah. I will say, like, they've clearly put, like, a lot of work into these sprites.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. These sprites look so much better than the Battletoads and Battle Maniacs sprites.
You grab that. You're low on points than me.
No, I'm not.
Are you not?
No, 51,000 is in fact a much higher number than 37,000.
Well, would you look at that?
Ooh. I like the way they made these things look. Although it does raise a question I never thought of, which is what is the point of the glass dome with nothing in it for a head? Why not just have the legs?
Maybe it's like a... There we go. Oh, can we pick up the stick? We can pick up the stick. The stick they maybe could have put some more detail into. Oh, sorry.
No, I don't think you need any detail on this kind of stick. It's a long stick. Like, it's not a 2x4. Oh. Judo throws. Yeah. So yeah, a
These
superb
tracks.
game that is obviously doing nothing we haven't already seen. I think we do need to get to the
Oh,
Lindas
wow, that guy's a lot beefier.
and see how upsetting they are. How upsetting the attacks on them are.
Yes.
That would be an
yes,
interesting-
we've got to get to the Lindas.
Yeah, I think that is our. At that point, once we've experienced the Linda thing a little,
Come on.
oops, what was I doing there?
Got way too close.
Trying to do a tricky move. There we go. Got him. Boom. I like his horror at realizing he's been hoisted on his own petard. Quite literally, since I think... Greg, did you have the experience of thinking that the phrase hoist by your own petard implied that a petard was some kind of...
Isn't it a ship mast?
No, it's an explosive.
Oh, it's an explosive.
Yeah, but that's not what it sounds like when you've just heard that phrase and never otherwise heard the word petard used. You think that it's talking about a... what am I trying to say here? Like a flagpole or something, you know, something that you would hoist somebody with. No, it's an old enough saying that getting knocked off the ground by a bomb that you sank could be called being hoisted.
I love that they break the ceiling because they're too tall. Oh, they're doing little hits.
Fedev is saying he hopes you're back and feeling peachy. Although Greg's emergency that canceled Friday Night Frosthaven last week was not an illness, right?
No, it was work related.
Oh yeah.
Work is very stressful right now. A lot of stuff going on. Oh, you've still got your eye gouge and your pogo sticking.
The eye gouge comes across much more quick. Odd,
Sorry.
but okay. Hopefully I hit 100,000 points before I lose a life.
You're getting there.
Yeah. Just have to avoid being beaten down by my own friend.
Hey man, you're the one who selected A. Could have
Yeah,
selected
true.
B.
No! We don't play on no friendly fire mode. We're too courageous for that. Oh. Yeah, these are beautiful graphics.
Yeah.
Not like the NES version was also quite beautiful. Just obviously Super Nintendo has more to do, but this is also using the Super Nintendo's capabilities to do something more than just be like, I don't know.
Here,
Battletoads and Battle Maniacs is just so ugly
You got it.
and disappointing in so many
Yeah.
ways. Can't forgive it.
And you shouldn't.
No.
Who said you had to?
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Ah, man. When you think about it, these are like the world's... I guess they're like more like firecrackers than sticks of dynamite. I was gonna say world's tiniest dynamites, but they could just be the world's
Nice.
most overcharged firecrackers.
Yes.
We're Lindas appear in this level, right? Or are they level 3?
I think they're level 3.
Oh man, okay, well, we're gonna do our best here. I really like the way they made the speeder bikes look.
Yeah, I like this. They really did art design it a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like they are identical. Oh, well, I shouldn't say they're not identical. I mean, they're not, shoot. We broke the chain. We must never break the chain.
They're not all just like improved versions.
Yes, exactly. They have,
Oh man.
and that's it for...
Yeah.
Cosmetically unjust. It's all over. Jimmy.
Hit play, hit play, hit play.
You're
Start.
Jimmy. You died.
I died? Oh, well
Yes.
there's the problem. The problem is I just started watching you.
Oh, okay. You
I-
thought you were the toad?
I don't know what I was doing. But I totally did not realize I died until I was even going to start razzing you about not reacting to the barrel. Because I thought I had. I was just watching you.
Nope. You in fact had done nothing.
No, I just let it happen.
Nice, there's your one up.
Although,
Would've
should
been
have let
nice
you
to
have that
gotten
one.
it, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I got hit by that.
Yeah.
I love that they hop on the speeder bikes and I'm going to assume it's the toads that are like,
Oh.
alright dude, so
They're just so... Oh my god, hey!
Oh, so stupid that I lost a life. The only reason I backed into it was because the advancement stopped. Okay.
Okay, now it's big now.
Ah, and I'm instantly killed. And you are.
These guys are so tough. They were tough in the original. They're tough in this one. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Okay.
We're back here. But that's okay. Whoa.
I believe in my heart. No, I don't. But maybe we'll pull it off. Okay.
Pull off what? Get into level 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can definitely... We got to level 3 before.
Oh, I don't mean that we could never get there. I just mean that the desire to get onto something new and start Golden Axe is there too, especially since we started kind of late.
Yeah, we did end up starting late because of the technical difficulties.
Yeah. This part is just like... Honestly, a good strategy for the Toads
bikes I've been used
would
to.
be not to increase the throttle at all.
Yeah.
Just
take it
stay
slow.
at this, you know. Like, yeah, we do want to save the day, but... So frustrating.
Okay.
There's...
You gotta get the rhythm, because once they stop you, you're done.
Clumsy hit detection. Yeah, there's no... I was pretty good at breaking their stun lock in the NES version.
And maybe that's still possible, but like so far we've not had
the timing or whatever it takes is different. But yeah, you can get them before they're in your range, but the janky hitbox will not allow you to fill out the combo.
Oh, shit.
You just eventually you've taken away all their hit points and they die, but there's no big kick.
Oh.
Is this one going to go on long enough for 2? Probably not. Probably we missed one, so it's probably going to be just long enough to come up short. Wait, no! I got it.
You got
okay.
it.
Great.
Wow, this is going on a long time, actually. It almost makes me nervous.
There we go. Okay, we're about to speed up and go into some new fresh hell. Okay.
Remember, this is Battletoads Double Dragon, the game that we enjoy.
Yeah,
So,
we mostly, except for the need to slow down on that last absurd sequence, we mostly actually accomplished in tandem getting through the speeder bike level in Battletoads Battle Maniacs.
And we would have gotten a long sequence too, but we were really nearing the end.
I don't know if we ever could have, and like, I would not have won. The reward of being like, look, it is just the snake level.
Yeah.
And then, you know, why don't you look this up and confirm for yourself that...
Nice, got him. Got him. Got him with the body. Oh, shite.
Okay. Thank goodness for invisibility frames, because I hit the wrong button to time my getaway jump there. The like, ganging up on him approach.
Oh,
okay,
yeah?
He's much weaker.
Okay, yeah.
And the ganging up on him was slightly different, which was also
big
true
and
with the
bad
Roper.
now. But be careful. I hear Roper's got some tricks up his sleeve. A gun!
Yeah, yeah. The trick is literally just that he's going to bring a machine gun to a fist fight.
Bullets. He looks Bruce Willis-y in this one. I'm going to use your butts for
that
target
looks
practice.
Almost nothing like any Roper from any of the Double Dragons we've played.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, here comes the Lindens. Let's see what we get. Oh.
There, they took out the neck crack when he pulls the hair, and that alone...
That alone makes it so much better. Yeah, you're right.
Wait, was there... Did you have the... Were you Bam Bam in her?
Yeah, Bam Bam.
Okay. I missed that somehow. Okay, so... Yeah, it's exactly the same, but as we kind of suspected, taking out the horrifying sound effect returns it to being cartoony. And not, you know, just super uncomfortable.
Did I hit you and not that?
I don't know what the hell happened because I was not pressing any buttons when I jumped up and ran into your way and got hit.
Do we have to latch on to something here?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Okay.
With the same...
That just looks like you're swinging your arm.
Yeah, wait, what's going on here? Do you have to do it too? Press up and B. There we go.
Yeah, I gotta do it too.
Okay, so I guess now next game over, let's just stop because I don't think this game has anything new to show us except prettier versions of all the things we saw in the previous game.
Yeah, I agree.
Like quite literally, the level is just the same, which makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm glad they took the neck because
taking the neck crack out was a real good call. It's interesting when you wind up the next gen version actually has less realistic sound effects. But, like, this is absolutely a scenario where you don't want the realism of the sound effects.
Hold on. Oh, let me get it. Nah, too late. I
don't love the Linda look. I like some of the sprite design choices I don't love for this game. Although the main character sprites are great. Unless the Billy sprite has the same shitty hair. I really hate the Billy portrait.
What they did to Billy?
Oh my goodness.
What they did to my boy? Sorry.
The man is supposed to have more hair than that. And just like... He's supposed to look like a bad boy, not a goon.
Yeah, he's a hockey goon.
Yeah, but that's not what he is, right?
Ah.
Yeah, these Lindas look a lot more like... Yeah, they're like fitness instructors.
Yeah, they do look like fitness instructors, you're right. But yeah, I'm Bam Bam in her, but I'm not. You're right, the neck snap takes a lot out of it.
You take it out, and now it's just, it's cartoony.
Now it's wholesome. What are we doing? Oh, right. So you gotta do... Oh, you're getting it.
Oh, right, it's this shit. Right, you gotta kick for all jumps, which makes sense, but... Okay. Great. So, I don't think we need to play this much more to review it and say that it's a very good game with next-gen graphics and a bit faster gameplay.
With second-gen graphics?
Yeah, and there's nothing else to say, really. It's worth checking out if you haven't already played it. But if you've literally just a few weeks ago played a whole bunch of the NES version with your buddy, I don't see why you and your buddy would then spend that much time playing the Super Nintendo version.
The SNES version.
The SNES.
The SNES.
Alright, well,
so now we are going to
back to the arcade
a whole new series.
For the first time in a while here with the Golden Axe series. We have not played a SEGA game on this show yet.
Winners don't use drugs.
We shall. Yeah.
I remember seeing that in the arcade.
Imagine nowadays if they, the FBI director.
Yeah.
We're just gonna put his name right there in the. Yeah. We got a quote right from the FBI director.
William
S. Sessions.
Sessions.
He should not use drugs. Okay, we've inserted 2 coins.
Okay.
I think.
Yep,
1 or 2 players start. We start. Select player. I don't know why there's...
me.
And also me. That's kind of strange. I'm not sure what's happening here.
Is it also you?
Pick a character.
I'm not doing anything.
It was moving for me, but did you press a button?
Yeah, I was pressing buttons. I was moving it.
Okay. Oh, I get it. Okay. I did a very silly thing. Let's restart.
Okay.
I know what I did though, so I can
We're
fix
out.
it.
Now, there was a home port of Golden Axe, wasn't there?
Yes.
Yes.
Which I do have access to legitimately. We are not playing this on an upright that I own. But there we go. I only pressed 1 player start button.
Okay, I will be the dwarf.
I will be the lady. Although we have proper swords and sorcery armor here, where it's not.
Alex, what has happened? This match
is taking my death adder. Revenge them for me, my friend. Okay, so what would normally be the Y button is your magic button. That is not something to just do casually. It's a kill all enemies on screen move, but now you've used up your magic.
Right, gotcha. Gotta leap, gotta attack. Oh wow, I like that. Hoop, hoop, hoop.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever played the arcade version of Golden Axe. Oh, the arcade version specifically of this Golden Axe.
I've played it in an arcade.
I've definitely played later. Oh.
So beat up this guy and steal the magic things. Is the sound not coming through? Because we've got a little...
We've got sound, yeah.
We've got sound. Oh, I see why there's no sound. I'll fix that.
Right now you're getting the sound courtesy of me.
There we go.
Act that golden.
Hey, got it by voices.
Hey.
Oh, right. This is not pause. We're just not in the window. Okay. Resume. How's that sound-wise? I think I'm actually going to turn it up in my own ears.
Oh, what's this guy?
There we go. Oh, we've got some fleeing townsfolk. Oh. Have you finished Zelda Guided by Voices, or have you just temporarily set it aside for Diablo 4? I have temporarily set Zelda aside for Fire Emblem Burning Blade, and I'm not exactly, like, it was not a conscious decision. I just fired it up and got hooked.
Oh wow, you got 4 magic potions. And I'm still riding... What exactly is this thing?
It's the rideable monster thing.
Did I hit you? Is there friendly fire in this?
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't aware. Ooh.
Ah, yes. So, finished Esque. That's a good time for a break. No, the sound is not... and this might be an emulation thing, but it's not remarkable here.
Oh, we didn't kill them.
No, these are big, tough guys.
Yeah, they can take more than one magic.
They presumably took a lot of damage, but now we've beaten them. Yeah, the music's, like, alright.
I didn't have anything.
The bonus stage is literally just this guy wakes us up in the night, we beat him up, get some magic. So you can see how the magic bar works.
Yeah. A sworn enemy, Death Adder, Death equals Adder, is in his castle. We'll take a shortcut through the Turtle Village.
Yep. This tracks with the... Like, I know I've played this, but my memories of Golden Axe are mostly of the... No, we don't kill the fleeing townsfolk, Greg. That's considered unheroic.
Well, they were coming at me.
This is true. They were coming right for you. I mean, like, no Floridian court would have convicted you.
I stood my ground.
No Floridian district attorney would indict you just because you axe murdered a bunch of people who temporarily frightened you.
Well, you gotta be the axe. He's got the golden axe.
I never thought about that, but yes, he does. I don't know if that's the titular golden axe, but he does have a golden axe, like in the title.
Yeah.
So, whatever the woman warrior
get on that
called.
dragon.
Oh yeah, I'll be breathing fire on you with a drake. Oh, including on you. My bad.
Ow!
Yeah, the digitized voices are not great, which is, you know, a trait of late 80s digitized voices, but...
This dragon is dangerous. Oh, get him.
I certainly remember this... I got you too, but it worked. Hey, I finally made it to level 2 in my magic, which takes so much more from me than for you. Now I'm at level 3. I like the combos. Like, there's nothing to them from a gameplay perspective.
No.
And I'll say for the graphics that
my first life.
we have a lot of different facing directions for the sprites, right? Which I wouldn't be surprised if some of the motivation there was entirely prurient. We've got to show this the sexy lady character from as many angles. Yeah, I mean, that a thing about the Sega games, a lot of Sega games in the late 80s, early 90s,
Come on.
is that a lot of them rely on spectacle. And indeed, like,
There you go. You got it.
This is not competing with Double Dragon or anything on its gameplay. But it has a cool milieu.
Yeah.
The sprites are great. The environments are, like, the background graphics are just okay.
Yeah.
They're not terrible, and, like, it's interesting to be playing a fantasy. Like, we've played other fantasy games, but chronologically, I think this is earlier than all those.
Oh, shit. Skeletons.
Skeletons! Who would have thought that our enemy Death Adder would have the ability to raise the dead in this sword-and-sorcery game?
Death equals Adder. Please. Call him by his Christian name.
But yeah, it's good. We're not using the barbarian guy. Okay, don't take any more if he drops more magic. You got away. Because you're at full magic now.
Now, what does full magic give me?
Just means, like, literally the only difference is how much damage it does to enemies it doesn't instantly kill.
The village was on the back of a giant turtle. The turtle, I guess that's why they call it Turtle Village. Across the sea.
Like, we are definitely not dealing with, like, a really dynamic combat system here. Your special move is just to hit everyone on the screen. No level of magic, as far as I'm aware, changes that. And then, like, the animations show us some neat little combos, but there's no gameplay aspect to that. It's just hit the button a few times. I don't know. It says we're on stage 5.
Sure does.
That doesn't seem accurate to me in terms of how many stages we've played so far. But I guess it's doing the thing where, like, at a checkpoint or at a certain point in the stage, it's like, okay, you're moving into the next part of the stage.
Oh, shoot. Get off. Give me a dragon.
Ah! The red ones.
Okay, I got an insert coin. 12 2.
Alright, we've each continued once.
And I am decided to be
Handsome guy. Yeah, so now that he's on screen, this is a good opportunity to say they did equal opportunity absurd armor. And that's the way it should be done. I don't object to a chainmail bikini if the dude is just wearing chainmail trunks.
Yeah. They're not even chainmail.
No.
Come here.
No, he's clearly wearing wrestling trunks, which is anachronistic. But ooh.
Oh, hey!
Okay,
Hi.
this is cool.
I fell off.
This is why it's called the Turtle Village.
Yeah.
Because it's on the backs of large turtles.
Come on.
Yeah.
Wow, give me another coin. I can't believe it.
Alright. Greg has used 2 continues.
God,
Although we will put an asterisk by that and note that one of them was all based on bullshit platform jumping garbage.
I like that you can just pick them up.
Ugh.
Oh, shoot.
And like, it's a bespoke animation of like putting in the work to lift this guy much bigger than you.
Yeah, I love his big hammer swings too. I will say there's a lot.
The sprites and the animations are great.
Yeah, they are.
They're excellent.
Like you said, the back ones are just okay. But these sprites and animations really are great.
Yeah. Ooh.
I've reached max magic.
I'm approaching it. In fact, no. One more. Whoa. Okay, that was a good death screen. That guy hated dying.
He did not enjoy it.
He really sold that he would have preferred not being killed. Ooh.
Hold on. That's max magic, baby.
And you can see how the spectacle will come across a little more. Ooh. In an arcade. Where, yeah, oh man.
Yeah, that's good.
The animations for the combos are great.
I don't have any.
That is Greg's 3rd continue, for the folks keeping track at home.
Yes, you're max magic now.
Okay, great. Can't wait to use that.
We have come in close vicinity of the castle, but the way is packed by enemy lines. We must dare the fiend's path to reach the castle.
Okay, to the Fiend's Path.
Weird that we only fought 1 skeleton so far.
Yeah, it's just a
Like,
single skeleton.
Just a single skeleton.
I guess before we stood up against Death Adder's army, they hadn't had many losses.
That's true. That's fair.
Exactly,
actually.
one of their soldiers was lost in a raid on the Turtle Village. And Death Adder was like, I've got an idea. Let's not give this guy a berry.
I haven't tried it yet.
Let me cook here.
Yeah. I like this.
I think if it was just
Here we go. I was just talking about you.
Oh man, this is a kick-ass skeleton though. This guy knows how to fight. This is one of those Jason and the Argonauts skeletons. Have you seen that film, Greg?
I have, yes.
Oh, what a great
The
film.
original?
Yeah, like the Harryhausen.
And Clash of the Titans also had some good skeletons in it. Like the Kraken.
I can't think of many CGI fight scenes that are cooler than a good Ray Harryhausen stop-motion animation with live action, like integrated with live action scene. Stop motion just has like a not at all realistic feel to it, but like
No.
But the feel it does have is really tactile, obviously.
God, they really. That's my fourth.
Ah,
That's your second.
why doesn't? For whatever reason, I'm not allowed to choose a new character, which is fine. I would always choose Chainmail Bikini Lady.
Come on! These skeletons are tough.
Yeah. Also, we're getting deeper in the game, so they're like,
Yeah.
what's your quarters?
Gotta get some coins. Oh.
The music here is actually, I'll say, pretty cool.
Yeah,
like it's
very
atmospheric,
ominous.
and these weird guys are cool.
Yeah, what are they like? Are they supposed to be statues?
Or like, well, they came up from the earth, right? She's definitely. We're
She's
definitely
Red
dealing
Sonja
100%
as Jason,
with
yeah.
Red Sonja and Conan here, and also Gimli basically.
Which is a weird combo, admittedly.
Yeah, there are no dwarves in Robert E. Howard stories.
No.
But like,
There's, like, some
okay,
humans,
you need a
for
third
sure.
guy. You've done guy. You've done girl.
Dwarf.
Sure, I can see where you land on dwarf there because you're like, there, that's a totally different syllable. It's shorter,
Yeah, much like.
and he'll fight
dwarf.
with an axe, like Gimli.
Like Gimli do.
Oh, it's brutal how when the skeletons are doing their combo to you, like you really feel how those friggin' sword butt hits would really hurt. Oof.
Ah. Got a new point. Back in.
Yeah, like as I've said a few times now, there's nothing remarkable in the fighting here, but this is fun.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying playing this.
And
And
I'm starting
like,
to get the strategy a little bit here as well.
and it's not hard to imagine why, in the arcade, where these, not that impressive sound effects were being blared at us through big speakers. That'd be cool. There would be actual spectacle involved there.
Alright, we're both at max magic.
Okay,
Your
so
magic being... I really want to see your magic, James, because your magic...
Okay.
The fiend's path was a great, great eagle. We are taken across the skies to the castle. Now the final battle begins.
oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, did you not notice the eagle wins?
No, I did.
Also, this eagle is full of skeletons like pimples. Oh,
Okay. Next time we fight anything big, I will unleash my magic so we can find out what it is.
yep.
I gotta say, especially, maybe there's one more stage after this. Like one more stage not in the counter at the top
What?
left.
You know what? I haven't... If I was spending my quarters on this, and I'm dying way more than you, I haven't spent a ton of quarters.
No, like that's what I was gonna say. This is not doesn't feel like a huge quarter muncher.
But maybe that last
Ugh,
fight
ugh,
is
my
really...
skull.
That said, these skeletons are tough. No, that's not...
Yeah,
a
it's
throw
not
is
a-
never going to be the thing that gets them. Ah, damn. There we go. There we go. No, that's not a kill either. Yep, yep. Yes, there we go.
Yeah, you don't have the option of throw. Oh, hey!
There's the eagle.
I think. Oh!
See, that's a bullshit one.
I think if the pallet was a little less drag.
That's beautiful, actually. I really like that eye.
Some of these ideas are great.
Oh, she charged me. Steal the dragon.
No.
Hey, at least they can do it. Okay.
Yep.
There's a fairness
Fair play.
there.
Oh, it only just occurred to me to try running. And I do, in fact, have a running kick.
Is it double tapping?
Yep. It's just your old double tap run. So. Oh, you had me too.
Sorry.
I don't know why. It was just a weird hitbox thing because I was quite clearly further away from you. Okay, here's a big guy. Is there going to be a second one?
Let's wait.
Alright, I'm doing it. Maximum magic.
That's
Silver
bad.
Dragon.
There's a second one.
We should have. Okay.
Insert coin.
I lost track of your continues.
What was the dwarf? Do you think each race has a different one, or do you think it's literally just...
Yeah. Each character, I believe, has their own set of spells, and like which level you're at changes what the animation is.
What the animation is.
That's what I remember from the Genesis version, and if my memory is accurate, which I'm not sure it is, but I think it is, I can't imagine why they wouldn't have also done that in the arcade. Oh, no. Running into my old fighting game habit here of thinking that a dive towards the sky is ever going to produce a hit. I appreciate that our characters recognize these guys as obnoxious but not evil, and so we have a special boot them animation. You're not hitting them with the sword to get the stuff out of them. What is that in the background?
Lich. Oh shoot! Wow, that was good. They
That was
put
cool.
out.
Okay. There's some cool aesthetics in
There's some
this.
choices here.
And it is a very consistent, like, the world. Is that Death Adder, though? Are we actually at Death Adder right now?
I don't know.
Like, because there's a throne in the background.
And he came out of a bunch of snakes.
And he has a golden axe.
Yeah, I think that might be Death Adder. I need a point. I spent like $3. Skeleton.
Ooh.
Okay, hold on.
I only have level 1 magic right now. So it looks like yours might just be like a series of ascending explosions. I guess we'll find out what my level 1 is right now. It's a shame. It's a waste of 3 magic vials because it takes a lot to get per out of 1. So first, it's just showing off the dragon fire. And at the... Ooh! We have the former rulers hung above their own thrones.
Wow!
This is... Okay.
They put in work.
Like, yeah.
Look at that! Okay.
Like, they could have put some of that work into coming up with another move. You know. But... It paid off. Because, like, this is cool.
I have to believe there's an end to the skeletons. I'm out again. Jesus.
Well, maybe this is, in fact, an end to the skeletons. Oh. It's really tough to take advantage of Death Adder, if this is indeed Death Adder, which I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm pretty confident at this point that this is Death
Because
Adder.
he's not just some goon, he has magic. And he also emerged in a cool way. Now there goes me.
There we go. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes!
there's locking him up.
Nope. Damn.
For a moment.
For a moment. Dang. Can't get in the zone again.
I think with a better sound chip, some of this music would be pretty good. Like atmosphere.
It's very, you know what, it's, as opposed to a lot of beat 'em up music, this is very atmospheric.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going for like a get pumped. which is kind of weird. It's going for like, this is an epic quest.
Yeah.
Like, this is like a cathartic moment almost.
Oh.
The music has changed. Game over.
What? Did I not get you in fast
You
enough?
didn't get me in fast enough.
Well,
well, I can reselect now.
oh, that might be why in the very first place there was one time that you could reselect. Oh, we know what the dwarfs level one is because that's the very first thing we did in the game. So I think you almost have to. Oh no, never mind. As soon as I said that, I get a combo on evading him and getting from behind on that move. But obviously his ground pound magic makes him very vulnerable.
Yep. Get him. Yes!
And we got him.
Oh!
Real shame that happened at the corner of the screen. But we get the... oh wait, they're not even dead.
They just hung up.
Well, I mean...
Oh.
He should be dead.
Yeah, he's been hung upside down for way too long. That should kill you. Oh, maybe he is? Congratulations.
Finn.
Finn.
That's it?
Yeah,
that's all the text you wrote to congratulate us?
What?
Oh, cool. And then it shows us in the arcade and sets up an entirely different game about the Golden Axe enemies invading the real world by breaking out of the arcade.
Not what I expected.
No. Oh, thank goodness. The heroes come too. Alright. Okay. Oh dear. It's only 20 after 8. Fortunately. Actually, wait. No. Not fortunately. I'm not set with...
Such an inspiring stuff. This is a really odd... After I just said, like... Well, the music and the atmosphere here is totally building to, like... This is like an epic... Like a sweeping, epic fantasy. And now it's like, hey, we're in the arcade.
Very silly.
See you next game.
Yeah. Very silly ending, but hey. Cool. Oh, hey, it actually tells us our deaths. Yours not being accurate.
No, because of game over.
Cool.
Okay.
So I'm a D, and you're a C.
I'm a C.
Although, again, in my defense.
And winners don't do drugs.
Okay. Did I set us up with the next one? I can't recall. Let me check.
Golden Axe 2? I'm not seeing it.
Yeah,
Did you set us up with the port? With the home release?
No, in the sense that it's on my Switch, and my Switch is downstairs. So, what do?
What do we do?
Do we just do the shortest Greg and James beat 'em up ever?
Well, if you stayed with us...
Yeah, what a brief little game.
That was a really quick for an arcade game. They did not come for our coins.
Okay. Alright, Greg, you vamp for a minute and I'll get the Switch.
Alright, yeah. Like I was saying, they did not come for your coins on that one. Like, James, I think I used maybe $5, which in the 1980s money would be like, that's your allowance for the month. But I beat the game. So, I don't know. As a kid, I think I would spend a month allowance on a game if I get to play it all the way through. They came from mine, never beat it. Oh. Yeah, the other thing, too, is that we are playing... I realized this when I was playing Battle Maniacs, which we talked about at the beginning of the stream as not being a great game. It doesn't really stand up, in that I don't know if it was ever very good. However, I was much, much better at it than when I was a child playing it. My Twitch response was just not there. But yeah, no, James, better beat 'em up player than me. This is James now. He's a much better beat 'em up player than me, and he spent $2 beating that all the way through. The boss was the biggest coin eater, though. I can see that when you get to that point, they're like, well, we're just going to send 1 billion skeletons at you, and this boss takes off whole blocks of your health in a single swipe. However, yeah, it was a fun game. The characters and the animations were really good. The backgrounds were occasionally inspired, but mostly very dull. It was very odd that it's every every level will show you one like really incredible looking shot, and then mostly it will just be sort of like static cardboard cutout looking things. But yeah, good game, Golden Axe. We are about to play the home release, which James has legit through, I believe, the SEGA collection that they released.
Yep.
Not too long ago.
That's where it's from. I just gotta find the capture card. Oh, there. Here it is. It's all coming together, team.
It's all coming together. But yeah, James just hitting them up with a good review. Got up our voices there. Told us that, well, we did not find it a coin eater. They certainly did. They never managed to scrounge the money together to beat the game. But yeah, fun but brief.
Yeah, very brief, but yeah, it was enjoyable. I'm glad we did it. We're actually going to move on here to the second game because there's no arcade Golden Axe 2. Rather, they had a gimmick kind of like the Play Choice 10 for the NES, where what am I trying to say? $10. Thank you, Bedev, for checking that out. Yeah, well, it's not bad. Okay, did this thing turn on? It did, which means, of course, that I gotta mess around with the settings to get the capture card coming through here. Always hope for deactivate, activate to do it on its own. It claims that it's now set up the device. No, okay, 1 second.
Hey, there it is.
But then is the sound going to be weird? Probably.
Maybe.
No, it's got the right digital device to capture.
Gotta change the size of the screen.
Yeah, what's going on there? I don't know. Okay. I have no idea why that happened. This is a completely separate scene. But,
maybe the last time you were playing a Switch game, you had it very small for some reason.
Well, like, the last time I played a Switch game, I was not using the Greg and James Beat 'em Up scene collection to put it on my computer. But I don't know. Whatever. That's not super important. We gotta go back in time. It's been a while since I've opened the Genesis collection.
Mm-hmm.
Not
all of James's games. His love of Nintendo and retro games.
I love other games too. I just own them all.
Indies?
I buy the modern things on, like the AAA games I buy in real proper releases. By time played, I would think that the Genesis collection would be somewhat higher here. Of course, I've also got a filter that's not helping.
That is.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Huh. Because I played all the way through Shining Force 2 and Phantasy Star 4 on here. I would have thought I'd get higher to the top of my time played.
Oh, I can see Golden Axe right there. Off in the corner next to a Sonic ring.
Yep. So yeah.
A dwarf riding a dinosaur.
Like, there is an arcade sequel that I'll try to get going on MAME for next time. But the official Golden Axe 2 is actually just a Genesis game that they made a arcade, like the Play Choice 10.
Oh,
basically,
yeah, so you could
play a Genesis game here in the arcade.
Playing a Genesis game in the arcade, yeah.
So,
whoa.
Yeah, so they put a lot of care into this collection. Like, this cool video that we're not going to watch. But also the interface being a kid's bedroom in the 90s. Specifically a kid who is really into SEGA.
Hyper fan.
Like, he's got his own Golden Axe. The collection kind of underscores, I think, the degree to which the Genesis was never on the level of the Super Nintendo. No. There's a lot of good games, though.
There were, yeah.
We'll play the Streets of Rage trilogy here fairly soon. Shining Force games are fun. They aren't going to make anybody forget Fire Emblem, but they're fun. Shining in the Darkness I really enjoyed. It's like baby's first wizardry. Phantasy Star
And,
games.
there are people
pretty
who
good.
are
There are lots of
real
cool-
big Sonic fans.
There are a lot of cool games here, but like they don't even have Sonic 3
No.
or any setup by which you can play the actual best Sonic game, Sonic and Knuckles, with Sonic and 3 plugged into the top of it.
Yes.
But anyways, without any further ado, do you want to check out the Genesis port of the first game before we go to the
Let's
second
do
one?
it. Yeah, let's check out the port. We can stop playing after a level if it's,
Yeah. I believe it is quite similar, but I'm interested to see...
I'm just interested to see how it looks.
Yeah.
Like right now, this looks very samey.
Yeah, it's a good collection.
Okay. 1 or 2 players. Arcade, beginner, the duel.
I think you need to press start as well, Greg.
Done.
Huh. Or maybe the second player is the one who needs to press.
Might be a
So, okay.
A, B, C.
So in practice, your A is going to be Y, so it's going to be pretty much the same controls as the
Okay.
one I just played. But I do think player 2 needed to be the one who...
Okay, can you go back?
Yes. Oh, I can literally rewind. But did we tarry too long here?
I think we might have tarried for a long time. I do love this with wine. You could not do this with games. There was no wine feature on games in this era.
Oh man, what was I doing?
You're just digging about, looking at things. Struggling.
We gotta be almost there.
We gotta
Ooh.
be.
Is it an Atari, like... Is it a specific, like, a 2600 collection, or is it just like...
Okay.
Here's a bunch of...
Two players. Yep.
Arcade.
Okay. Yeah. We're not
Here we
beginners, and the duel I imagine is just.
Alright, so we obviously are restricted in the amount of credits that we're given, as is a common
Alright.
feature. Well, this is looking...
Honestly,
I think it's a
better
lower
and
pixel count,
worse, yeah.
but looks good.
My axe is no longer golden. I get maybe they were like, there's a lot of confusion. Death Adder invaded the castle and has taken the king and princess prisoner. Oh,
Yep.
that was the princess. I thought it was just king and queen.
Ooh,
Oh,
cool.
my
I've
good
not
friend
read
Adam's
about this at
design.
all, Guided by Voices, but I will have to look into it because there are some... Like, there's a lot of, even for its day, shovelware for the Atari 2600. Including the E.T. game that was quite famously shoveled into a landfill.
Oh,
You've unlocked what are the buttons by using magic when no enemies are present. Oh, cool. And if it has combat, then it has, one Atari 2600 game that you can play for hours and hours, even today, if you have one friend to hang out with, who, just an afternoon. Or, better still, if you have a few people and you do winter pass. Are you familiar with combat, Craig?
I'm not. No, I was never a big Atari gamer.
So it's just vehicular combat between two characters, two players, and kind of the gimmick is there's something like 50 different settings, and so there's tank combat as the default, but then like I'll turn the audio up a bit for the folks at home, although it is making the arcade audio seem robust and beefy.
Yeah, that is an issue. Yeah. I will say also that I don't know. Well, this is different. Oh wow, we cannot hit these guys.
I didn't even know there was a combat too. But yeah, eventually there's biplanes, there's different types of vehicles, and then like some of the variations are some of them are just different maps for your tanks to maneuver through. Some of them are your shots rebound off of so you can fight each other from around the corner. Your planes are invisible. All you can see is where your shots originate from. And it's just a ton of fun. It's a sweet little game. And there are other good 2600 games too.
Turtle Village.
So far, this is indeed the exact same experience with a little less meat to the audio.
Yeah.
Simplified graphics, but in some ways
In some ways, I think like it's almost like the backgrounds versus the characters are like almost more consistent.
Yes.
Which is nice.
I think that they had the capacity in the arcade to really have a lot of different sandy brown tones, and so they went for a muted, realistic sort of color palette. And I think this less muted color palette is a little more engaging.
This is the same? The bonus levels are the same? Pick them.
This sound, like, oh my goodness, this sound is awful.
Yeah, the sound is not great.
Tinny sounds.
Oh, I'm at max magic.
Oh, hey, we start with 3 lives instead of 2. That was one way in which the arcade game was a quarter muncher, in that it defied the standard.
A sworn enemy Death Adder is in his castle. We'll take a shortcut through the turtle village. So this is the exact same. I will say at the beginning you were telling a story, or you were responding to a comment, but we didn't get to witness Alex's death. They just said like, and also he killed my friend Alex.
Yeah. Man.
I keep mistaking it for the jump button. It was the jump button a moment ago when we were playing this game.
Oh, so for you had it set up.
Yes.
You have your main controls configured differently than mine.
Yes, I do. Alex was smashed.
That's
there.
the twist in the end of this one. Since it's not an arcade game, they don't blur the reality of the arcade. They reveal that the characters were the same. They never had a friend named Alex.
Yeah, they just.
Why did they
around.
kill all of the? It's a montage of scenes from the game, except you're just killing villagers.
You're just running around the underwater, like the college tunnels. This is just an adaptation of that one Tom Hanks film.
What Tom Hanks film?
Mazes and Monsters, I think is the name of it.
Oh, okay, yes.
The old like exploitation, basically. Oh.
Yeah.
I like the running. They're really booking it.
That is quality terror fleeing. Yeah, a little bit more color in the absurd armor of our enemies. And the sprites still have their multi-direction.
Oh, jeez.
I think in a way the lower pixel count for the hero sprites at least actually makes them look a little bit better.
I agree.
In some ways.
I think this might be better than the arcade, which is interesting because I thought the arcade was actually pretty good.
And yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I offed you.
That was death.
Oh, hey, it's still a different animation from
but you're like,
it's a little sword poke. It's like, just get them to go, yeah, and drop their stuff.
Oh, I got 2. Nice.
Conk.
Dang.
We have, oh yeah, I was going to say we passed into stage 2, but we have literally in the sense that the game took us to the menu. They might have actually
skeleton.
rationalized the stage count. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
It is harder to maintain your position on a steed in this one.
Yeah, the dwarf's axe isn't golden, but that's actually addressing an issue.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the golden axe is supposed to be the one that Death Adder has.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if we get to Death Adder and his axe is not golden, that's kind of
that will be
that's a little sus, as I think the kids say.
No, but
the kids don't say that.
No, the kids. Well, some kids, I'm sure. Loser kids.
Okay, kids who are out of date. Is that young people slang from a decade ago?
It's young people slang from 2 years ago.
I did put a bunch of pop culture references into my lecture slides very early in my career, and not
you haven't updated?
Not the classic Simpsons references, millennials mistakenly thinking that young people will get all those references, but actually contemporaneous pop culture references that could get a laugh in class.
I'm excited. Do you think we're gonna get a giant eye? Because this was the
I'm
first
curious.
giant eye.
I mean, there were 3 enemies on screen.
Yeah, I did something. I can see the eye here, and it's not nearly as impressive.
No, that's a step down. but fair enough. I think also the backgrounds are purely static. Oh, this is the turtle though. These aren't the eagles, of course.
These are the eagle's eyes. With the eagle's eyes were even more impressive than the turtles.
Okay, there's no like run jump. Your running jump is just basically coming to a complete stop. Notice that this is the only instance in the entire game where you're tasked with leaping across a bottomless pit. Weird. Because that's another thing that, especially in the arcade, you would think that's a good cheap-ass quarter-munching technique. The Double Dragon games in the arcade were not shy about that. Even the NES ones aren't necessarily shy, although they're not eating your quarters.
Deb!
And they're just better games.
What does Deb stand for?
Here we go. Ooh, level 3 magic for the... I don't know what I should call her. I want to keep saying Valkyrie, but because that's Gauntlet. She's not a Valkyrie anyway.
These guys try to running charge you off your steed if you're on a steed. They got me.
Or they'll just run and charge you generally. Oh, and then he got me with a big boot, and I have had to use it continue.
Alright, we got him.
Okay.
What does dead stand for?
Oh, there's my kick. Huh. Multiple potential animations for dropping the conch on those dudes. Yes.
Dropping the conch.
Crimson Bridget.
What's the one that Crimson Bridget? What's the one that's not Ren Sanji but is very similar to Ren Sanji? There's another one. There's also a third one who is actually like an original Conan character.
There are a few. Okay.
But there is one that is explicitly just Red Sonja, but they couldn't use Red Sonja, so they came up with their own thing.
Okay, I don't know what that.
Remember what it is.
I know in the last of the original Robert E. Howard Conan stories before his death, he finally grokked how to write a like tough warrior woman character, and there is such a character in that story in Red Nails, which is a really good Conan story too. Like, it would be really good, even if just the opening part where they have to like hide in a tree and figure out how they're gonna kill a dragon was the whole story. But that's
tried
before
that on this guy before when we played in the arcade and it didn't work. He is really good at sweeping people down.
Which makes sense. He's literally holding his sword in a way that he just has to kind of tip it forward. He doesn't even need to swing, really. Oh, man. So, yeah, I can't remember her name, but she exists. And then there's the Sheba, maybe? The Queen of the Pirates, who is from when he hadn't quite figured it out. So she's the pirate queen. She's the leader of the pirates, at least until Conan shows up and, you know, she becomes his, like, concubine or whatever. But, like, she, like... He loved to describe women as being, like, lithe yet supple and all this shit.
Yes.
So, like, and she's naked.
We have gotten close to the vicinity of the castle, but the way is blocked by enemy lines. You must dare the fiend's path to reach the castle.
Yeah. Not even no script changes.
Nope. Same.
For localization, for porting here. 4170. So we're in a long... the fiend's path.
Fuck.
Greg.
Every level! I forget! Every level I think it should be the jump button. It's not!
It's not and it shan't be. Ah. Oof. If you're not on the same level as them, you can't do the combo and you need to just deplete their hit points until they fall over. Kind of similar.
Okay, now we're in the skeleton part of the game.
Yeah, so I think part of my bad memories of this port are playing it on this collection by myself. I think that having a second person and also having invested a lot of time in finding out what beat-em-ups are like and comparing them has definitely warmed my heart to it in some ways.
Fucking, I hate this game. But yeah, see the
It is
feathers?
extremely... Yeah.
They were there in the arcade too.
Oof.
Dang.
No, damn it.
I really hate these skeletons. They're the worst.
Ah! Man, 2 continues. It's doing better in the arcade. With fewer lives. Actually, wait. Maybe I wasn't. We're actually further in the game than I was thinking just now. Wrong one. It says stage 4. So, okay, we're still dealing with absurd... the stages just are changing at some point in the middle of stages. I don't think these guys are actually time limited.
You think they're potion
I think
limited?
the bonus stage ones are, but I think the in-level ones will actually just keep going.
Now we got the Stone Warriors.
It's a nice touch that the enemy cap is 3, which means at cap, one of you is always outnumbered.
Yeah.
And so the other one should be like always thinking like, how can I get this guy dealt with so I can go and help the other one, the other player, the other one.
The other one. My friend.
This Greg.
Okay.
So yeah, like we got nothing more controller-wise. Aha! Oh right, how did I ever forget Axe Battler, which is the name of the barbarian? Yes, and I am Tyrus Flare, the Amazon. You're Gilius Thunderhead, the dwarf.
Alright.
Yeah. And odd thing about this series, the characters do not, like, most of them are not playable in Golden Axe 2. I don't think any of them return in Golden Axe 3. There's the Golden Axe fighting game that, according to Wikipedia, seems to use characters that are the descendants of some of these characters. We shouldn't... you're taking way more of these than you should when we consider that you are going to immediately waste them all.
No, I'm not. This is the
5.
first stage. The first stage, I'm not going to do it. First stage, I'm going to jump at the beginning, like I always love to do. The Fiend's Path was a great eagle. Oh, Jesus. We had to take him across the skies to the castle. Now the final battle begins.
Man. Real brief game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in the arcade, it's just weird, because, like, how are you getting your money's worth? How is the... Yeah! Follow in keeping with the arcade, but, like, here, like, your parents paid $60 for this, dude. And it's not even lunchtime on Christmas, and you and your brother have finished it. Alright. Lousy skeletons.
Oh. Oh. Well, okay. Yeah, still. I mean, it's nice, though. Ah, shoot. I was distracted by the eye.
Axe Battler is indeed a very silly name. Yeah, they do not have the palette to give the eagle a striking blue eye, and they cannot animate backgrounds.
No.
So the spectacle lets us down here.
Here we go. Spam this, because otherwise, yeah, they just run in. They really love shoulder tackling you off one of those.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's the way to do it.
Pants Battler.
I would be a Pants Battler.
Maybe that's his son in the Golden Axe fighting game. No, according to Wikipedia, it said they appear to be possibly the descendants. So it's just like they weren't interested in creating like a mythos or like identifiable characters. Like whatever. These are generic heroes. You get the idea.
The Pepto-Bismol.
Well, there's level 2, Pillars of
Nice.
Flame.
I'll hit
I think
mine.
I think obviously maximum level
Mine's
Silver
just
Dragon.
it's all lightning all the time.
Well, you're Bilious Thunderhead.
That makes sense, yeah.
Booting these heavy armor dudes. Oh, but you can't boot 2 of them in a row. Game over.
I'm about to be game over. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we didn't win.
Yeah, so we would actually need to put in some work.
Okay.
Which is probably great news for whatever parents might have bought this game.
We're getting like the final battle. I'm going to do that game today.
Yeah. Okay. Why get it? I just feel like...
Put in some work, Pants Battler. Just pass me the water.
I don't understand why I cannot remember how to get out of the menu. This is gonna drive me insane. Is it L and R? No. Obviously it can't be any... Like, is it holding something down? That's what it is. There it is. Hold minus. And absurdly complicated here. Or not that complicated, but if you press A to play, you're now playing the game with the gimmick television occupying some of the space. You need to press X for full screen.
Oh.
It's one of the weirder parts of the interface. And there's something weird that I remember with the save and load buttons where what's the save and load button from there is not the same as from another menu. If you're not paying attention, it's a little too easy to save over your previous save. And now it's 8:47. I think we might as well dip into Golden Axe 2.
Let's dip into Golden Axe 2. Could you pass me the water then, real quick?
Oh, yes. Not my glass of water, but the jug of water from which we can drink. A few years after the last battle, in this land, peace is threatened again by an evil power. The Lord of Darkness, Dark Gold, who should have been imprisoned in ancient times, arose again. He destroyed entire countries with his evil clan to bring this world unto chaos. Once again, the three warriors have thrown themselves into a mighty battle. Oh, is it the same three characters in this one? And it's just the third one where it's different?
Well, this could just be the second, an unseen battle. These heroes all know each other before.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've got some options here.
We've got some real early 90s Sega Genesis sounding music here. Not at all tonally appropriate for this game.
Yeah,
kind of like right now I'm doing Quest for Glory Shadows of Darkness on Sundays. If you like adventure games, folks.
Hey.
And it has fantastic music in the game, but the title music is like a butt rock power ballad, like screaming, wailing epic guitars and stuff.
Nice.
Totally dissonant with everything. Like you want some kind of like ominous horror theme.
Normal game. Yeah, these look like the same guys.
These are our same people.
She's got a headband now.
And like I don't know what it's called when you've got a little. Oh, it's a skirt.
Thunderhead's gotten older. Yeah. Alright, we're in. Oh, this is so far the exact same.
It controls a bit differently. Like the character.
That's the same, in case you want to know. I'm using rocks now.
Okay.
Oh wow. That guy has like knife hands.
Hey, he's Wolverine.
Oh, and there's a dead person in the back there? Maybe you're thinking of the Golden Axe Arcade 2.
Yeah, that must be it. Or I'm just thinking of the third game where it is a different cast. Their fleeing looks a little bit more reasonable.
Oh, that's how I got magic.
Magic books this time. And that came from an enemy and not from a little guy that was just beating up. Oh, wow. One of the enemies was literally just beating up an old man who he had dangling from a tree by a rope. And when I distracted him, the old man
just waddled away.
got
Yeah,
down
I saw
and
that.
ran away. Wacky.
Yeah, this there's a slight difference with our animations too. We've got sort of colored borders as opposed to hard lines, which is interesting. Oh.
Oh.
Ah!
So this guy's a real sword and sorcery type magic user. He can club you with his skull staff.
This is an interesting choice in monsters. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I got you in that.
Rideable, weird dinosaur. Oh, cool! It's doing back. Does it aim in front of you?
No.
You actually have
switches sides. Every button push switches the sides.
Oh, cool. Oof.
Good when you have two people on the other side.
Finally, we have a vital feature for screen filler type beat 'em ups that you can hit one dude with another dude.
Nice. I was kind of disappointed that with the prevalence of the throw in the last game. Oh, you're doing great.
Ooh, that's a cool boss enemy.
Yeah, I like him.
I'm still at level 1 magic. So we've got... the level 2 magic is just bigger rocks.
I think it might be longer lasting rocks. We'll see what I get to.
Oof. Okay, his attack is pretty much what you'd expect. Oh no! I thought I was epically picking him up. Ah! Okay, be careful getting close to this guy. Oh man.
No, running knee!
Ah! Once again.
He's got a lot of wrestling moves in him.
Makes sense.
Running knee. Dang.
There we go.
Oh, you got him.
We got him. I was hoping that he would have an animation where he bashed himself in the face. Oh, it's these jerks.
No, he was running.
Okay.
He didn't count. I'm almost at level 3 though. After the battle in the ravaged village, we decided to start for the ancient ruins.
Okay, sure.
Just seems the next logical place to go.
Oh, hey, we've got some mild chest animating for Tyrus Blade or whatever the heck her name was. Tyrus Flare. Oh, Flare! She's the fire one. And then Axe Battler.
An axe battler.
Who does not fight with an axe, but he's battling against the man with the golden axe in the first game. Now,
that's my favorite James Bond film. Ah, stop beating up that dude. Nope. You know what? Keep beating up that dude. Okay. Okay, I'm at level 3 magic now. I'll wait for there to be 3 people on the screen. I was playing bats.
oh,
She is not wearing flame
she has
pants.
never ever worn a pair of flame pants in her life.
Nice.
Well, I wonder. Will these
that book
inert
too.
skeletons become
they're all your books now.
nerd?
Yep. Go forward.
No, they are perhaps actually just dead people. People who have been dead for a very long time.
Yeah. But
Picked
you still
entirely clean by the wind and/or creatures.
Well, this temple is just full of those beetles that eat the flash off things.
Ah.
Oh, I didn't mean to get that, but it's really hard. They kind of aim it. You gotta fight them.
Ooh, but I'm in danger. Ah.
Okay. Whoa!
Let's find out against these intimidating seeming skeletons. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Swarm of phoenixes.
God.
Oof.
Okay, it's my turn.
Oh, hey.
3.
That did not deplete my magic meter.
Oh no, me neither.
So, that might mean that we can actually target the strength of our magic, and so the reason that we didn't see bigger rocks for your bigger spells is you didn't do it because you had to hold the button or something like to charge it more.
Oh, let me see. Oh yeah, it's charge. This is... There's the bigger rocks.
Confirmed.
Confirmed bigger rocks. Yeah, you gotta hold it to charge it. So that's actually very useful because it means like you could like piece out your magic if you wanted to.
Yeah, no, that's a good addition.
Especially you have so much level 1 magic. You could really. God, these skeletons.
Yeah, like that was a real strategy issue for the Amazon the first time around.
I like your running kick. Hold 1-0 though. Oh, pink skeletons. These guys have not had everything picked off of them yet.
Oh, I'm game over. I hope I continue with my magic meter. I do. Well, I think we do just want to beat these guys. Save the magic for the boss fight that's obviously about to happen in this arena that we're in, I think. That's my read on the situation.
Hi, there we go. He is the boss.
Ooh, a headless knight. Alright, let's find out what level 3 is.
you hold it down? Oh, yes, you did. Alright, that's pretty good.
Still not enough to kill skeletons. I like that you can hit the skeletons again before they're all the way up. Like if they're staggering up, you can start beating them. Can they not do their combo because the thing doesn't have a head? To beat with the butt of the weapon? Or handle with the weapon? No, it's in there. Just tap it on his chest. His collarbone. Collar.
Oh, got him!
It's not a collarbone. That's just his collar. Oh man, I wish I hadn't lost that life right before. Oh wow. Yeah, his meat would have been more handy. Alright, dude. Time to get bullied. Ah! I was really hoping to bully that guy more. Ooh, my player strength is... because I just continued right for it.
We found the enemy was using the ancient ruins as a base. We have destroyed it, and now we leave for the enemy's headquarters. All the priceless artifacts were lost in the destruction. We will never know our history.
Alright, here we are. This is a pretty cool song. Stirring. We can't possibly be at... This can't be the last stage. This is stage 3.
No, this can't be the end.
This has to be on the way, or we get a classic, like the real enemy was death.
Friends you made along the way.
No, I mean like there's a different one. Or,
yes,
or he's a second form, where he retreats to a secret base.
Yeah, what game was it? Was it Dynasty Warrior, where the dude like just kept retreating over and over again?
It was that, or it was one of the... it was definitely a CP system game where we had swords. I can say that much. Absolute certain.
Oh, we're fighting two of these guys now.
Yeah. Classic beat 'em up challenge design. The bosses that were once the big bad to cap off the level are now just dudes you can kill along the way.
These guys' tights are upsetting to me.
They're real snug, and like also they're beastmen. Why not just go naked? I mean, they can't go naked because you can't release that game in America.
You can't show big swinging beast stomp.
Yeah. I suppose you can't actually. I was gonna say you can't do that in Japan either.
No, you probably could.
No way. You did pixelate.
You can make him a tanuki, then it's culturally acceptable.
Ah, okay.
Shonen Jump regularly has comics with tanuki that just have their balls fully out. Yep.
Okay, that skeleton might be real. Like, gonna get up. Or it might just be because it's a skeleton sprite. Because the thing.
Yeah, they might just be using the sprite. Why are we not playing this tanuki John game? You know what? 100% exists.
Yeah, oh, nice. Sure.
There's a prominent Studio Ghibli film that has an army of tanukis paragliding in on their ball sacks. Oh, I'm getting surrounded.
And yet Mario, despite having a famous tanuki form, doesn't do that.
Doesn't do it.
No.
We thought it would be challenging for the children. The eShop does have
Kill
death.
25 enemies by knocking them off cliffs, I think.
Whoa!
But there's no cliff here, so maybe it's just throwing them into each other.
Dragon Man.
This is a cool...
I like these guys.
And again, I feel like we're not using the Genesis had a good sound card. We're not using it to its fullest capabilities here. But it seemed like a cool song at the start.
I like the look of these Dragon Men.
Alright, level 1 magic. I'd like to be hitting with something stronger, but for now. Yeah, these lizard men are pretty cool. Yeah, in Pool of Radiance, Greg, I managed to resolve the lizard man and prevent the lizard men from allying with Kirin Thrax's quest peacefully by finding some lizard men in Yarish's pyramid, some of his victims, and helping them. And then they told me, there's a secret word in our in our lizard man culture is like, we'll tell you the secret word, and then they tell you it in rune form as copy protection, but it turns out the word is just savior. I was like, that doesn't sound like a secret general word so much as a description of what I specifically was doing here. But again, that's just
how they were the boss.
Oh,
good. They were
great.
tough.
Okay, I gotta really get some hits on the. No, I need the meat guy.
The green guy's the meat guy. Well, go get the meat guy. Wow. He still got some magic in him.
This is just like
yeah.
stupid. Like it's not a very fun mini game. I'm surprised they kept it.
To reach the enemy's castle, which is blocked by high mountains, we reluctantly decided to march through the cave called Dragon's Throat.
I'd be reluctant.
Yeah, I would not enjoy that.
Yeah, so then when I went to the lizard men, an old lizard man greeted me outside the fort, which didn't happen the other time. When I found the fort before this event ever happened, I was just attacked by lizard men, as I recall. But I could be wrong with that, to be honest. It was a while back in my playthrough. But he comes out, and then he's like, I've heard that some locals were helping our kind out. Do you know the word? And then you type the word in. And then he's like, well, there's some of the younger lizard men think differently, and they want to ally with Tyranthraxis. I'm trying to hold the line, but they're saying I'm too old now. And then you have to be his champion in a duel against a single young lizard man. And then when you win that duel, the lizard men are your allies, and you've accomplished the quest without having to slaughter all the lizard men.
Nice.
And so that was nice. And then there was a commission to save the heir of Vivant. And it gave you no hints to where he might be. Maybe I missed a hint at some point or just hadn't acquired it. Fortunately, another commission I had specifically told me to go west. And going west even a little bit was enough to reveal that there was like a camp that you could actually see on the map. It's not just step in the right square. And it's a buccaneer camp. But they're not just pirates. They're slave traders. Thanks for stopping by, Guy to my voices. Always a pleasure. Oh no! I stored up all that magic and didn't have time to use it. Although, perfect timing to be losing. We'll give this one another shot, I think, next time.
Oh, jeez.
Try to play with a little more skill.
Yeah, the level increase, the cap increase from 3 to 4 is actually quite significant.
Yeah, because now you can just be sworn, period. Like, both of you can be sworn. It's not about one of you can come and help the other one out. And this Dragon's Throat cave, I bet would have looked terrific in an arcade version. It looks good here.
I beat that screen. Let's see what we keep going.
Yeah,
Dragon then.
Makes
sense.
As you know, Greg, I have had a problem where I've been creating moral tests that don't exist in Pool of Radiance and missing out on treasure because I don't want to steal from ghosts or rob
You
graves.
create moral tests in Zelda too.
Yes.
I was like, there's arrows everywhere, James. You just gotta break open crates.
No, you said axes. I do break the crates. My crate problem was that I was only breaking crates by ultra handing them up and dropping them on each other. I was like, this is too slow.
But yes, you won't take axes or wood or flint from stables.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for, James.
Oh, but there are people in those stables. But anyway, one place where I'll never accidentally create a moral test is when there's a camp of slavers. Because a fun fact about morality is that if you engage in slavery, you are outside the bounds of morality forever, and you can never come home. And anybody can do anything they want to you. When you get time alone with a slaver, the gods avert their eyes. And so I did not try to sneak in or use subterfuge to get in there. I went in and I found the kid and I was like, sweet, let's break in. Oh wow, we got an F.
Of course, we didn't win.
Yeah, we'll do better next time, I hope. But got in there and just got down to some killing. Killed a whole lot of slavers. It was great, very satisfying. Took the kid home. Now I'm about to finish the game. I think I got 2 weeks left because there's 2 commissions left, and then I don't think there are going to be any more. So then I'll go and beat Terranthraxis, bring the journey to a close. I guess as long as I'm talking about what else I do on this channel. So that's Saturdays. If you're into Pool of Radiance, you got probably two more chances to watch me play it on Saturday, or you can go to our YouTube page where you can watch all kinds of the stuff we've done on this channel. On Friday, we're playing Frosthaven. Friday Night Frosthaven, we call it. So we're picking up halfway through the Quattro Library scenario with the Bone Shaper, that's me, in a real tight spot. 1 hit point, no cards in my hand, would vastly prefer a long rest.
Yeah.
But I can't take any damage,
I
don't know. I think I'm going to roll the dice, so to speak.
We could lose very quick on Friday, but that means we'll just start from the beginning again. So you'll be able to see us play from the beginning.
Saturday's Pool of Radiance. Sunday is Quest for Glory Shadows of Darkness, which is progressing apace. Three sessions in. I have just been progressing, period. And there's progress being made right at the start of this time. So that's exciting. I'm only at like 150 points. Typically a Sierra adventure game has 500 points you can earn, so I don't think I'm closing in on the end, but sometimes these things happen fast. A lot of the, like in Quest for Glory 1, or Heroes Quest, a lot of the points were concentrated in the end sequences. That you get a lot, you rack up a lot of points right at the end. So who knows? But right now it still feels like rising action, but I get to go meet with some travelers in their camp because I helped a traveler out. Yes, the game just calls them gypsies, but that is not the preferred nomenclature. This has been a recurring issue for me playing early 90s and late 80s adventure games and RPGs.
Yep, they love them.
I'll say that, for the most part, they have not portrayed the travelers in either the Ultima games or now Quest for Glory in ways that are offensive or stereotypical. Like, there were a few traveler prostitutes in Ultima 6, but there were lots of travelers in there.
And presumably, sex workers of different races as well.
Not in Ultima 6, although in Ultima 7, yes. There's a whole brothel. Here's the funny thing. In Quest for Glory Shadows of Darkness, the stereotype the Mordavians have of the travelers is that they're all werewolves. And so
gotta be werewolves.
So Igor the Gravedigger has gone missing. The townspeople have captured a traveler who is near the town, and they're demanding that the Burgermeister lynch him, basically. And the Burgermeister is like, hold on, like, calm down. Just trying to hold them off.
Yeah.
And then you solve the problem, and they're like, okay. They let him go, but they're like, I still see he's a werewolf. We should have killed him. And then the punchline here is that when you do meet the guy who you saved, he tells you where their camp is. And I had tried to go to their camp, but it was guarded by fierce wolves. But now that he's told me, I think I can go in. But he's like, he says this, and then he's like, oh, and by the way, the townspeople think we're werewolves. We're not. But all of us travelers are shape changers. And then he transforms into a wolf and runs away. And so all the wolves guarding their camp are So the distinction here is literally that they control their transformation into wolves. It is not dictated by moon cycles. And that's why they're not werewolves. Really odd. It was an odd way to do it. But yeah, so I'm going to go actually talk to the travelers and not be torn asunder by them. Which is all the more horrifying when you realize the wolves tearing you asunder are people who, in theory, should have heard that you helped their friend. But now they definitely have, because he's talked to me. And I'll be picking up at that. I haven't decided yet, although I gotta make this decision soon, so stay tuned for Friday or Saturday announcement. Because I'm going on vacation. What's my vacation stream plan? Something. It does involve finishing up Lolo 3, so look forward to some impromptu Lolo 3 streams at some point in the next couple of weeks. Wrap that up. But I gotta figure out what else I'm gonna do. I'll announce that. Before you know it, it's Tuesday again, and we're carrying on with the Golden Axe series with Streets of Rage on the horizon, and then Potpourri, or quite possibly Double Dragon Gaiden. Because there's a new Double Dragon game coming up. That might be worth an interlude where we leave behind our historical tour in favor of playing something exciting and current. And perhaps us more than most people who are going to be playing it here on Twitch or at home, or even just the video game critics that are going to be reviewing it for Kotaku and so on. We're more equipped right now to speak
Yeah.
to what this game does with the legacy of Double Dragon than anyone.
Because we have been playing these games so
Yeah.
fresh and so
Like, if
current.
this game sucks, we are not going to be like, it's doing all new things with the Double Dragon and it's exciting and it goes on our top 10 list of beat 'em ups or something. And what we're certainly not going to do is miss out on the ways in which it is or isn't showing continuity with the early Double Dragon series. So that's pretty exciting. Lots of stuff going on. So hey, you know, you can follow if you don't already follow. Well, I bet that anyone who's still in the audience at this point is already a follower. But you have those options. Yeah, awesome. Greg, take us home.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Like James said, follow down below if you haven't already, or subscribe or resubscribe. James's love is conditional on your subscription. It lasts 30 days. So make sure you get in there.
I love you, Finn, with or without a subscription. I'll say that, my friend.
Thank you, Dada. Nice seeing you. And remember, until next time, violence is never the answer, except in video games. Bye-bye.
Until next time.